Everton 3, Chelsea 0. That was the latest scoreline of our latest Premier League match. And I'm going to talk about that and Rosenior so far and how much Chelsea have kind of regressed as a whole. Now, before I start, could you like, comment, share, subscribe, hype up the video. Get me to 200 subscribers, pretty please. One guy subscribed yesterday. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Actually, it was 3-4 days ago. Anyways, thank you so much. And let's talk about it. So, Chelsea, we lost 3-0. And it just shows how much we've regressed. The players in and of themselves, their ability hasn't really regressed, but the performances definitely have. And we've regressed performances-wise and points-wise, winning-wise, even our league table. When Rosenior came in, we were like, 1 point away from the 4th place. And we had so much chances to get to that 4th place because the teams above us were dropping points, but we kept bottling them. We could have actually overtaken Aston Villa, and because of their poor run of form, but we didn't. We had so much chances. And speaking right now, Aston Villa, they're in 4th place, and we are 6 points away from them. We had so much chances to get into that top 4, but we messed up. With so much points, we could easily won. And this performance just kind of did sum up Liam Rosenior. The performances aren't good. Yes, we had a lot of possession. That was true. But we didn't do much with it. And I guess this is how, tiki-taka works, but you got to do something with it. And we just didn't do anything with it. Our players didn't really show up. And we conceded 3 again. In back-to-back matches. 3 to Everton, 3 to PSG. And we haven't scored a single goal for the past 3 matches, and we haven't won a single match or even drew a single match in 4 games, and that stat in itself, of itself, is kind of harsh. The reason being is those 2 matches were against one of the best teams in the world, PSG. But in the last 2 Premier League matches, we haven't scored a single goal. We've conceded 4. In all competitions, we've not scored a single goal in 3 matches. We've conceded 7 goals in the last 4 matches. We've conceded 12 goals. And it's really just bad because Rosenior, before, he was praised, not because of his defence, because of his attack. His attack was great. He was performing. João Pedro, insane. Cole Palmer, he got a match where he got a hat-trick, I'm pretty sure. And, we were like, okay, we're back. With Chelsea. Our attack's great now. But all of a sudden, the attack stopped performing. Our defence... it's just defense. It doesn't work. Our midfield, I don't want to speak ill of Caicedo. I love the guy, but his performances have dropped just a little bit, just a smidgen. He's still world class. Just a smidgen, just a little bit. He's dropped. And obviously you can't expect him to perform, 10 out of 10s every matches. But he has dropped. And Liam Rosenior's got to do something. He's got to change this. I'd like to see Mamadou Soyin. I don't know how much he'll change stuff. Maybe a change the attack. I'm still hoping to see Esteval start. He hasn't started yet. I feel like that could give us something. Under Enzo Maresca, we were complaining he didn't start much. Under Rosenior, I know he's had an injury, but I don't think he started at all. I want him to start. I need him to start. And the wingers aren't just performing. The defenders aren't performing. It's really bad how far we've regressed. At least under Enzo Maresca, our attack, it was still pretty good. But at least our defence was solid. Our defence was really great. And, Robert Sanchez, people saying Chelsea's defence was kind of bad, which, okay, I understand that. But Robert Sanchez, he was in the race for the Golden Glove. He was 3rd or 4th. And at that time, he was top 5 goalkeepers. And then you had to switch it up for Jorgensen. And our defence just, for some reason, I have the lack of communication. And this week, it's been such an awful week for Chelsea fans. It's been, for supporting Chelsea Football Club, it's been one of the worst weeks in a long, long time. We got knocked out in the Champions League. I don't know if the Newcastle game counts in this, but we lost to Newcastle. Reece James got injured. Then we lost to Everton. And these are teams who are Newcastle, Everton, they're both in around 10th place. We lost to both of them. Not even getting a point, not even scoring a single goal. And it's really bad. I'm not Rosenior out as of now. I kind of want to be, but I want to see how he does in the next game. If he can win, I want him to win, not a draw, just a win. Then I'm like, okay, but I still wish we could rather have had Enzo Maresca, even Pochettino. Graham Potter, I don't know, but I wish we could have Enzo Maresca. And it's really disappointing right now. I hope we can turn things around. Can we get top four? Yes, we definitely can, but it's going to be very hard, especially with the run of form we're in. I'm hoping when we play Port Vale in FA Cup, that could give a bit of a confidence boost, and we can hopefully we could rattle them 6-0. I don't think so. But the Everton game itself, I mean, to sum it up, we had more possession. It didn't count much. They were more clinical. I'd say we at some parts we were second best. I just think Everton, they kind of did deserve the win. I don't know, man. I mean, the difference between them and us was probably better. And David Moyes did that fabulously. But as a Chelsea versus Everton now with past history, we've always beaten them. The last time we actually lost to them was in 2023, in December. But the match after that, we beat them 6-0. So, say we won by Chelsea versus Everton, we usually do win the majority of the games. In our last, 12 games, I think we've won 6, drew 3, and lost 3. So we do win most of the time. And it is quite disappointing that we did come away with a loss. I was kind of expecting us to win, but I shouldn't have done so. So what do you guys think? Do you think we'll win the next game? Do you think we'll get top 4? Is Enzo Fernandez going to stay? That's the main thing. Are you guys Liam Rosenior in or out? I've heard a lot of people are kind of out. And I just want to see one more game. I know it's kind of harsh for our non-Chelsea fans to think. I know it's kind of harsh for other fans seeing us like this, but as Chelsea Football Club, if we lose 4 games in a row, no matter what competition, we kind of are leaning on the manager to get sacked. Maybe that says more about how Roman was, and then that's how we felt. Maybe we're a bit entitled, but that just is how Chelsea works. But I don't know who you should replace him with. Probably some other mid manager. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Could you like, comment, share, subscribe? How about the video? Thank you for watching.